Alright y'all, so we're back, and upon further review, I completely lied to y'all. Apparently, a twist out and stretch hair is not the same process or product usage of a regular twist out. So for this stretch twist out, I'm just going to use this coconut oil nutrient curl witch cream. I got this from Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I think they sell them at both for $5.99. I have my comb, and then I have some clips. So like I said, I always do my hair in 4 sections. So I'm just going to take my ponytail out and separate my hair. So I blow dried my hair like 2 days ago or something like that. And I've just been doing that little ponytail y'all just saw. And when I do twist outs, it's all about definition for me. So I do a pretty small twist. But I mean, you can do whatever size you please. But yeah, if you want them more defined, obviously you have to make them smaller. And I'm just about to do, I guess I can show y'all right here, but you're going to mostly see it when I do the front. So I'm just going to part some hair. Like I know you probably can't see, like I said, I'm going to show you in detail when I do go to the front part. I'm just going to part a little section out. Clip this up. So I have this much, but this is not going to be a full twist. So I'm going to divide it into 2, and then these are going to be 2 twists. Like I said, I like small twists, so you always want to comb and do a little smoothing out, just so there's no knots and tangles in your twist. And then I'm going to get some of the cream. I don't know how much. Maybe like this much. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. I'm about to see. But I don't want it to revert, so I don't want to do too much, but I want to do enough to where it'll stick. Just run it through. Hey, do you want to come?
I don't want to see you.
So my roommate is talking to me, and it's so awkward right now. But I'm just going to twist it up, and I'm going to make sure the twist is tight, so it'll be really defined. And then every now and then I'm going to get the comb and smooth it just to make sure there's no knots or anything. And that's it. She's still watching me. Smooth the ends out. And then when I get to the end, I like to get a little extra and swirl it around. I might need to get some water if this doesn't work. And you just do that to make sure it's curled all the way through. I think I want to get my spray bottle so I can do that a little better. And then I'm just going to do the whole head, and when I get to the top, I'm going to come back and show y'all. I'm just going to do, what you call it, like a time lapse or whatever. You're probably going to watch P-Valley while I do this, and yeah. front and I zoomed y'all in, so hopefully you can see better. It's about an hour later. I thought this would be kind of quicker since it's stretched, but I guess not. So basically what I'm going to show y'all is how it's basically to do the perfect twist. So I learned, since this is pretty thick, I use about a pump of it. I'm going to evenly distribute it. Basically, since it's thicker, your hair is not going to revert, so I recommend you use a thicker curl cream when you do this. And then you comb it out. And then the key is you have to make sure that the two twist sections are perfectly even. So if you do it like this, your twist is going to come out lopsided. So it has to be two perfectly even pieces that you're going to twist together. That's pretty even. And then, like I was saying, you have to twist them around each other very tightly to ensure that the twist is tight and it's not going to unravel. Not unravel, but like if it becomes too loose in certain places, like it's just not going to create a good twist. So make sure the twist is tight, make sure the two strands are even, and then make sure you're smoothing as you go down. You don't want any knots or any tangles in it. So twist it up, smooth it down, get your comb just to be sure. Twist, keep twisting. Then when you near the ends, I always add just a little bit more because sometimes it doesn't get evenly distributed. And then when you get to the very end, like this, when it's no more left to twist, make sure you twirl it around your finger because you don't want like the whole thing to be twisted and then your ends are scraggly. That would be really awkward. So just twist up the ends. And then it's going to take longer to twist because the hair is not wet. But basically you see how the twist is like perfectly even. I don't know if you can tell. Basically you want your twist to look like these. See how it's even from the top to the root. Not only does that mean your hair is healthy, because if your twist gets thinner at the end, that's a good sign that maybe you have some breakage or like split ends and you need to trim. But basically you want the twist to be even throughout. Like this one, this is a very good example. Just so the when you untwist it, the twist out is like, I don't know, that's just how you get the perfect twist out, is basically what I'm trying to say. And like I said, I do really small twists because I want definition. I'm just gonna break this in half. I feel like that'll be okay. But I'm gonna count the twists in the end and tell y'all how many I have, just so you can know about what size I was making them this whole time. But yeah, so when I do my twist out on like wet hair, like a regular twist out, it definitely is different steps. It takes more like, I don't know, it takes more work because it's more products, and you have to make sure that it's like, you definitely have to make sure that it's smooth and even for that, because there's no like camouflaging. So yeah, let me know if y'all want a regular twist out video, because I'll definitely do that for y'all. If you care, like I always say, like if no one cares, then there's no point in making it. But if y'all care about that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is fairly easy. You just twist, twist, twist. Oh yeah, and someone had asked me, do I prefer braid outs or twist outs? I've never done a braid out before, so I don't really have an answer. But I do like when I blow dry my hair, and sometimes I'll just braid it overnight and like take it out. I don't add any products, so I don't really feel like I'm doing like a true braid out. But I'll insert a picture, but I do like how that turns out. But I've never done a braid out like using products and, you know, leaving them in and taking them out like that. And you want to twist the ends up like I've been saying. I was gonna put water on it, like I said, but forgot I threw my water bottle away, so kind of awkward. But I can already tell that I'm gonna like this, because you see how the twists are like sitting at my shoulders? If I did a normal twist out, they would be shrunk like up here. And that really be blowing me for real. And don't be afraid to like redo some. Like I've redone like 3. If I see like it's kind of like loose that if it's not even all the way through, like sometimes they get loose here and then they suddenly like start acting right mid twist. So sometimes like I do retwist them, but they have to be really bad for me to retwist them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very lazy and I don't be caring that much, but when I do care for real, I do go back and retwist them. So that happens to you. Don't be afraid. Alright. Alrighty. So this next thing that I do, I usually do with regular twist outs because you know they shrink a lot, and like I said, like I'm all about length and definition. So what I do sometimes, I get my clips and then I will I'll get the group of twists and I'll wrap them and then twist them on the opposite side. Clip them on the opposite side. So that way as they're drying, it didn't clip. As they're drying, they're gonna dry stretched. So there's no room for it to shrink up if it's stretched. But I don't know if this is really necessary with these because these aren't really, since these aren't wet, but basically like that's what I do. And I'll do it on this side too, and I'll wrap it over here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. I probably won't. I might do it with the back section, but probably not with the whole head because my hair in the front is very fine. So I don't want to do it to the front because since it's so fine, it might lose the twist since it's stretched. But definitely when my hair is wet and regular twist out, that's like a key that I do. See, I just messed one up. But that's what I definitely do when it's drying. So like I said, my twists are already elongated, so I can tell that they are going to come out longer and reduce shrinkage. But let me count the twists right quick so I can tell you how many I have. Okay, so I have 28 twists in my head. That's just a little reference so you can see how small I make mine to get better definition. Obviously, you can do them however big, however small you want, but I just find that when you do them smaller, obviously you're going to have more defined curls because there's like less hair in the twist. But whatever works for you works for you. I hope. I actually don't even know if it's going to work for me because I haven't taken them out yet, but I'm going to come back tomorrow. So it's right now, it's 11:20 p.m. I'm probably going to come back around maybe like 3 p.m. tomorrow and take them out after my little Zoom university. Hey guys, welcome back. It is now 4 p.m. the next day. My twists are obviously completely dry. The only thing I did last night was wrap them around in the metal clips like I showed y'all, and then I put wild growth oil on my hair. And yeah, so I'm about to take my twist out and I'm just gonna do it in little sections. So I'm gonna pin the front part up. I'm just gonna work on like this 4th section first. And so the only product I use when I take it down is this coconut oil. It's from the same line as the curl cream that I used last night, and I got it from TJ Maxx. And they have it at Marshall's too, and I got it for $5.99. So what I do is I just put a little bit on my fingers, and this is gonna reduce the frizz when you pull the twist apart. So I'm just gonna kind of unroll it this way and wait and find the part where the twist naturally spreads open. And then I'm just gonna pull it apart and it's all gonna unravel perfect. And then just do a little untwisting to the root. And this is what it's gonna look like. So I'm just gonna do that again to the next piece. So like I said, you untwist it in the opposite direction in which it's naturally twisting. And then when it splits open, you're just gonna untwist it. And it should all untwist, and that's the importance of, like I was saying, make sure your twists are even, because if your twists aren't even, it's not gonna happen naturally. So I'm just gonna undo the whole head and then come back to y'all and show y'all how I like fluff it out. Okay, so now that we're at the front, I'm just going to show y'all one more time how I do it. You put a little oil on your fingers and rub them together. And you're going to untwist the twist in the natural direction until it splits open into two pieces. And then you're just going to pull it apart. And you never want to run your fingers through the twist because that's how you get frizz. You just want to let it untwist however it untwists naturally. And you always want to use oil too on your fingers. And it should be super easy if you twisted it evenly and properly. Okay, so this is the result once I untwist it. So what I'm going to do now is fluff it out. So I'm going to go back into my smaller sections and just separate the twist where it would separate naturally. So I'm not going to run my fingers through it. I'm not going to pull them apart. I'm just going to let the twist separate naturally, and that's how it's going to get bigger. Alright, so when you have your twist like this, just kind of where it would separate, you can just kind of pull that apart. I'm just going to repeat that step throughout the whole entire head. So kind of open it up and just pull apart. So when I pick apart the top parts, I usually don't do it as much just because that's the front and that's the part everyone sees, so you kind of want the most definition there. And also my hair is just naturally a lot finer, like right here and then like this area right here, so I know if I pick it apart too much, all the curls are just going to be gone. So I don't go as crazy on the top parts as I do the bottom, just because the bottom doesn't really matter as much because you can't really see anything like the end parts really. But what I have noticed about the stretch twist out as opposed to like a wet twist out is your hair, when you're separating it, it doesn't separate as naturally as the wet twist out does. So you kind of have to be really careful stretching it, just because you don't want to lose your curls. So I'm just gonna stop here because I like really define twist outs, and then over days it's gonna get frizzy anyway. So if you like more volume, you can keep like separating and it'll get bigger, but I don't really like that look necessarily. I don't have a problem with it, but I just know it's gonna happen regardless over days. So I'm just gonna pick my hair, but I realized I forgot my pick, so I'm gonna lightly go with this wide tooth comb and just at the roots. Only at the roots. You don't want to drag it down because it's going to take the twist out and become really frizzy. So at the roots, I'm just going to really gently just pull it. And it's going to create more volume this way. Just really gently, and you don't want to go down the hair shaft. So after picking and shaking, this is my results. It's a lot more definition and length, which was what I was going for. And yeah, so if I would do a twist out again, I'd probably choose this over a wet twist out. But I don't know when I'll do my natural hair again, to be honest. So yeah, this is it. I'm gonna give you all a 360 view. And like I said, you can pick it out, you can separate it more depending on like what kind of look you're going for, but I just know it's gonna get frizzy over days anyway, and I don't really like frizz. That's my whole point of doing this. But so let me know down in the comments if you're gonna try a stretch twist out. Let me know if you want any more natural hair videos. If you like this video, please, please, please give me a thumbs up, because I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know if this is the kind of content people like or not. So please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And yeah, tell me what you thought about the stretch twist out and if you would do it or if you like the wet twist out better. But I'll see y'all in my next video. And yeah, bye.